All right, Matt, what do we got going on today?
Oh, it's a big day for us. We're getting ready to pull the mast here on King's Pride. Have a boom truck on its way right now. So just kind of doing a little preliminary work to make sure that we're not holding up the boom truck when it gets here. Dylan and Christoph already pulled all the pins and took tape and marked the turnbuckles. You can see they're just marked with tape, and the point of that, of course, is to allow us to know exactly how long each piece of standing rigging needs to be when we build new ones. Although with the corrosion on the studs, we could probably have seen it without the tape. It's still best practice. Also just kind of broke loose all the turnbuckles to make sure that we're not going to have a seized turnbuckle when it's time to come loose. So already there. Lifted up the boot here at the mast at the partners. That all looks good to go. Gonna go cut some wiring off the mast, and Dylan and Quinn are getting set up to set up the strap right now, and we probably will have to pull from above the first spreader. Maybe we may have to do a quick climb, but.
All right, and the boom is off, so.
Boom is off, yep.
Everything's prepped.
Yep, the guys took the boom off the other day, so we're basically ready to go. We got a few carts ready. We're just gonna lay the boom on a few rolly carts and move it into the building in a bit.
Awesome.
So far so good. All right, here we go. And there's Brent from Northwest Marine Center. Big thanks to those guys for helping out with the boom truck. And here we are just getting ready to go. At this point, we have all the cotter pins pulled, and turnbuckles are still tight. The rig's still under tension until we have some of the force taken by the boom truck. But the important thing here is that we grab the mast above the center of gravity, just by a little bit. And the reason for that, of course, is if we grab the mast too low and below the center of gravity, when it comes up out of the cabin, it's gonna flip, and that would be catastrophic. So the way this happens is we're gonna send Quinn up in his climbing harness with the hook, and then he'll attach the lifting strap around the mast, and then a down line that'll actually go down and take the lifting force from lower on the mast, and then, as you can see there, he just lowers himself back down to the deck. The crane takes up a little bit on the mast and is now helping to support it. And now it is time you can go and start taking all of the stays and shrouds off. And generally the best way to do that is kind of from the lowers to the intermediates to the outer shrouds. And in this case, with the positioning of the boom truck, the backstay will be the last to go, because it kind of helps to pull the boom away from the truck. So you can see us bundling everything right to the mast, just like that, making sure everything's disconnected. No little flag halyards or anything like that still attached to the deck, and then up and out is the name of the game, nice and slowly. I was down below kind of watching to make sure we didn't bump any of the cabinets or anything like that, but it really came quite easily. And the mast step actually looked really good underneath there, so we're happy about that. And now you can see here's the mast getting lowered down and skillfully maneuvered past the building, and then laid down right on these little rolly carts we had ready with some padding, and that's it, done deal. And then finally here we have it strapped to the carts, and a couple of the students pushing it into the building. Big thanks again to Quinn and Dylan at Northwest Rigging and Brent up at Northwest Marine Center. Thanks, guys.